That's the thing, though, especially at this level. Throw strikes, let your defense win the game for you. You get a lot of strikeouts. Just don't walk anybody. That's how you lose games. But both teams are here, and we haven't seen a walk.
I know they're 10U, partner, but that's an error.
What?
Got to make that play.
What?
Yeah. I'm saying E4.
No way. That's a base hit, hot smash. Nobody can touch that.
A 4-hopper?
Absolutely.
You're way too nice.
Base hit. Well, it's a fast AstroTurf anyway. You can still be back and still make a play at the plate. So if the ground ball is right to you, look them back at third and throw to first. Again, very, very good fundamentals with these teams.
High chopper. And they're going to get him at first. No chance to get Frigo.
Frigo, what an excellent job of base running. He had a leadoff, right? Took a little bit of a secondary lead and ran on contact on the ball. And, of course, because it got driven into the ground with a high bounce, easily made it into home for the first run. And a good hustle single he gets credit for, and a good hustle stolen base. Probably, can see if he can steal third here.
Tried another one. Tomahawk that. That's still in play. This time, Frigo with an excellent play. And close play at home.
It's out.
They got him. Devils doesn't like it, partner. We'll watch it on replay after the game. What say you? I think he might have gotten there before the tag.
Oh, clearly he was out. I felt like he tagged him on the upper foot. Now, we're a long way away. We're in the Bob Uecker seats, but I thought he was absolutely out at home. Yeah. I would not have gone for home on that. The ball was another can of corn to the first baseman, but the players are used to playing at this indoor facility, so bounces high and hard off that screen above the infield. The pitcher took it gorgeously off one hand, threw it to first quick. I think the only delay was unfortunately the first. Well, it really wasn't unfortunate, but it looked like the first baseman might have held on to the ball a little bit too long, almost to be like, you got to be kidding me. Are you really going to the plate? Anyway, the throw from first to home got him easily. Just a wonderful baseball environment for these. I'll say youngsters, right?
We're going to get James Gorowski, who's going to give us his opinion. He was much closer on the first base side. His opinion on the call. That might be a difference maker in this game. Meanwhile, bottom of the third. And James, what do you got for us? First of all, before you tell us your in-game report, was he out or safe at the plate?
He was out at the plate.
He was out at the plate?
He was out at the plate, and I've been alongside the bullpen of the Flash, and they're heavily involving number 79, Cooper Frigo, their pitcher who actually scored their first run of the game. And the Devils are heavily trying to steal bases. I've seen 2 or 3 of them at least in that last inning, and the Flash have been focused on that. They're trying to get them off the bases and going after ground balls more.
All right, James, thank you so much. We'll hear back from you in either the 4th or the 5th inning. That's James Gorowski, our intern today, doing some in-game field reporting. Tough play in center field, partner. We say a hit. Only thing that center fielder for Devils needs to work on, run a route to the ball, don't backtrack.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, here he goes for second.
Just barely in there with a stolen base.
Yeah, it might be worth a replay there. I have a different opinion on that center field. That's clearly an error. It's in his glove. He ran a perfect route to the ball.
So you called that one the error, but the one that's hit right to the second baseman, you call it hit.
Absolutely. It was solidly in his glove and just dropped it. But, I think what happened, unfortunately, is we're set up here in center. And that ball, here we go.
And easy ground out.
So that ball was solidly hit in center and deep in center. He ran a perfect route to the ball, kind of like a Willie Mays catch, had it in his glove, but I think he was a little bit nervous. He was near the ladder in our setup. So here I'm feeling a little bit of guilt. Here we were set up in left center field. I believe 100% in my mind that if we weren't here, that catch was made.
Ground ball. Diving play, chance at first, and they get him. It is an RBI ground out, though, but good job making that play. If he doesn't make it, partner, it might get to the gap for a double or triple.
Again, a fantastic diving stop. You have to give up the run, take the out on that kind of a play, and it's only one run, and it's still kind of early in the game. An important run, but what a great diving stop by the shortstop.
Interesting alignment. You got left field playing shallow. Wild pitch, and no chance for the catcher to get him out. That
took a little risk on that run, though. I thought if the catcher picked it up cleanly, he could get him, but perhaps the ball was further away from the catcher than I think we thought. And I guess I see why the left-handed hitter might be wanting to hit the ball into the left side of the infield, because there's more space for the ball to go. I mean, if you hit the right side of the infield, it could hit that orange curtain.
That's a base hit and an RBI single. And we got ourselves a ball game, partner. Still nobody out.
2-1, nice hit. It looked like he was trying to pull that outside and low pitch, so hence the strikeout.
Ground ball. Didn't charge, it goes to third instead. Here we go, a pickle. Back to second, chance at third, he dropped it. Excellent heads-up base running. That time by Vargas, and now runners at second and third with just one out.
Yeah, it was, to me, uncharacteristic. I figured when we got into the rundown, the runner was going to be dead, but did a great job. One toss, ran back to third, and gave the batter enough time to get all the way to second.
So it's an E5.
Oh, you know what? They might be calling him out of the baseline. He's walking from third base into the dugout. The coach came all the way out to talk to the umpire. Now, we don't exactly have the greatest of angles to see if he was out of the baseline, but I got to tell you, it didn't cross my mind that he was out of the baseline. I think he should be safe at third, but I think the umpire called him out.
So the Devils, now James said they got the call right at home plate. He was out. This time, now the runner is guaranteed the baseline. So if the fielder gets in the way of him and he tries to get to third base, he gets third base.
Well, they're talking about it now again, the coach and the umpire. Clearly, the umpire doesn't want to hear it. The coach is walking away, rolling his eyes.
If the runner goes out of the baseline, the direct line between second and third base, if he tries to banana into the fielder, that's interference and he's out. So was he doing a banana or was he running straight through into the baseline?
All I can tell you is my brain would have gone into overdrive had I really thought he was out of the baseline. To me, he was not out of the baseline. He made a fantastic, slide and dodge. Here's the steal for third, and he's out. Wow, what a way to run yourselves out of an inning, out of the baseline, then stolen base denied. So they can get one more like that, make it 2 out, and then maybe a strikeout. They can hold Flash to no runs.
Ground ball, and they did not play with the infield in, so no choice but to just tag the bag, and that's a key run, key insurance run that makes it 3-1.
But a very slick pickup at first base. He did have time to throw home, decided I think discretion's a better end of the valor. I think that's how the saying goes. Just go step on first, give up the run, but it's now doubled the lead to 3-1, but a really nice play at first base.
And that will do it for the inning, but the damage is done. And he threw it straight to second base, so it's a stolen base. It's not it's not defensive indifference. That's in play, by the way. It goes off the wall. Base hit and a key run for Flash. Man, it just seems like Flash is getting every break right now.
And that's a shame because that ball was into the ceiling. The center fielder Urbanek made a great break on it, just like he made on that other play that we ended up calling an error that was really in and out of his glove. He was going to make that catch, but it hit the screen and the ceiling and then hit into short left field. What can you do?
How about this, partner? If we have 2 errors, the one at second and the one in center field, the only 2 runs that have scored have been off a leadoff walk and a liner that went off the second base leg.
Yeah, but you're smoking something if you thought that first one was an error.
It was a pretty nasty hop, I will admit on that.
It was a 2-hopper up the middle, nice base
It wasn't
hit.
up the middle, it was right to the second baseman's glove. Don't give me up the middle. Picked at first base. Runner advances, though.
So that's another important insurance run. Should be up 4 now with just a half inning to go for the Devils. So it's looking good for Flash here.
Are you surprised that Flash is playing double play depth, even though they're up by 3 runs?
I don't know that that's double play depth.
Second base, definitely. Shortstop's now leaning back towards
Yeah,
third
but
base.
that's because he got a short right field fence more than they're at double play depth. That's hit all the way out here.
Oh, my goodness. Things getting very interesting right now.
So,
2-run score. It makes it 5-4.
Right, and the tying run at third, the winning run, the lead run is at second. That was a great time for a double off the walls out here. Hit the right center curtain, then the left center screen. It did not hit us, thankfully.
It just took a terrible hop for the center fielder for Flash. Usually it goes straight off and back to the center fielder, but it ricocheted off our ladder and then all the way to the right.
It didn't hit our ladder, it hit the bottom metal on that curtain.
Ground ball to third. No choice but to go to first. And
okay, so this ties the game up. Runner at third and 2 out. I like what the third baseman did, though. He held the runner back at second, threw it to first, but the runner from second still took third. Well, I have a tough time with that because I really don't think that runner was out of the baseline. So I'm thinking the umpire.
Well, the one where he ran to home on the ground ball from second base.
Well, there was that one, right.
And then the try to steal third twice. They were thrown out twice at third base.
There's the hit
Diving
they
play
needed.
short on his knees. Oh, just can't get him. 21, can't believe it. And how about that, partner? 5 unanswered runs. Devils, their first lead of the day in the top of the 6th.
And you can't hardly blame Parker Brown, the shortstop. Made a great stop to the left, stopped the ball, just not cleanly in his glove. He had to pick it up and throw it to first. I don't know if it was in time or not, but the first baseman couldn't hold the throw in the dirt. Now, I'm surprised there isn't a steal here. With a 1-run lead, I think I'd try to get the second and get an insurance run if you can.
Huge gap in left center. Even bigger in right center. Right up the middle.
Oh!
And they played it perfectly defensively, but it's off the glove, and that's a ground rule double. How about that, partner? The coaching was excellent. They put the second baseman right behind the second base bag, but he couldn't handle it.
Should have
What
been.
we call base hit or error.
I gave it just too hot to handle play, but nonetheless, it was right to him. Probably should have made the play, and that would have been easy out at first because it was a hot smash right up to him. Here he's stealing third. Now, any kind of a hit ties the game. They've got good defenders on the infield. They're not too deep, so nobody's going to beat out a grounder. This hit
Tomahawk
way out
into
here.
the outfield. Diving catch! Devils Baseball Club are the 10U champions. Could you write a better finish to the championship game than that?
I can't pronounce his name. What a great
Tacos.
What a great catch in center field. Now, I misjudged it at first, thought it was going farther than it did. Then he had to move in on it, dove for the ball, and made a great catch.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish. He dropped it earlier, made a fabulous catch.
Yeah, that drop earlier, I think he was absolutely afraid of running into our area here.